He's been described as the Justin Bieber of country music, but Hunter Hayes says he's more than just a heartthrob.
Yeah, the American singer-songwriter's mastered more than 30 instruments so far. He's got no plans to stop learning just yet. He's here in the UK, ahead of his first gig here, and he'll be with us in just a moment.
Yeah, I'll be chatting to Hunter in a minute, but first, here's a bit of his new single.
You light me up like the fireworks flying on the 4th of July.
That was Light Me Up there, and Hunter Hayes joins us now. Morning to you, Hunter.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you very much. You've got your first gig in the UK, haven't you, this week?
Yes,
are
finally.
You feeling nervous about it? Excited? How do you feel?
Nervous, all of those things. Nervous, excited, and just anxious. It's Monday, right?
Yep.
It's hard for me to figure this out.
Why should you be nervous? You won the 2015 People's Choice Award for Best Country Male. You've had 5 platinum, multi-platinum US singles, 4 US #1s. You've got more than 1 million followers on Twitter, 152 million viewers on YouTube. I mean, it's just a gig. It's just a gig in Britain.
It's just a gig. I've always wanted to come and do shows here, though, so I'm hoping that this show, if it goes well, I feel like it'll hopefully lead to a couple of more, maybe,
Yeah,
for the rest of my life. So, yeah, no, I'm excited about it, yeah.
And you've toured, haven't you, with Taylor Swift before? That must have been really good, because obviously she's a megastar here as well as in the US.
Yeah, totally.
Was that really good fun?
It was great, yeah. I mean, that was our first tour as a supporting act, and it was brilliant because I mean it was just magical in its own way because it was our first time getting in a bus, you know what I mean, and that's a big accomplishment for us. Just being on the road.
Do you think you'll make that transition like she's done from country to pop?
I get that question so much lately, and I think the thing is, it's just. I don't think of that, you know what I mean? Like it's so funny to me to try to think like that or whatever. Anyway, but I appreciate that. It's my sound is my sound, you know what I mean? It's like
you've been playing instruments since you were knee high to a banjo, pretty much. What was the first instrument you picked up, and how old were you?
It was accordion, yeah, which is this little thing. I'm just kidding, but it was. Yeah, I think I was 2. I'm told this. I don't really remember any of this, obviously.
And you really do play 30 instruments?
I try. I try very hard. Yeah.
So that, obviously, let's go. Guitar, obviously, it's various different kinds of guitar.
Yeah,
banjo.
you've got various different kinds of guitar. The mandolin is one of the most vastly sort of adaptable instruments. You've got like mandocello, mandola, bouzouki, and these other different forms, and all of them are tuned different. Some are fifths, some are fourths, and it's some of them are octave strings, things like that. Yeah, we could geek out for a while if we could go there.
How have you managed to learn to play 30 instruments? Because you're only 23, aren't you?
It's all I do. I mean, it's all I ever did. That was my thing, you know, in middle school, high school, and even after moving to Nashville. I mean, this is, you know, I like to build the demos of the songs myself, you know, because it started out when, you know, I didn't really have the budget or the resources to call upon anybody else. And even if I did, I didn't know if I wanted them hearing my songs at that point. So you just kind of build these demos by yourself, and whatever you can gain access to instrument-wise.
So you play every instrument in your demos when you were starting out, did you?
I did,
wow.
Yeah.
Let's hear some more of your music. Here's your last single, Tattoo.
Right.
Your name sounds so good next to mine. Just saying, I think I'm gonna put it in.
Art there, because a fan actually did have a tattoo made with your name on her arm.
Yeah, she came to me at a meet and greet before the show. We have this coffee house meet and greet where we just all sit down and have coffee, which is awesome because I'm obsessed with coffee. So it's a great way for us to just chill. We laugh, we joke, and come up with fun projects. And apparently she had a great idea. She said, you know, will you sign my arm? She said, I'm gonna go get it tattooed before the show. There's not a whole lot of time in between that meet and greet and the show, but she managed to get it tattooed before the show. And I met her, actually, I didn't see it right like that night, but a couple of months later she came to another show. She said, I really did it. And she did. I signed it, and it was like, it looked like my handwriting, but it was permanent.
Does that happen a lot then, people asking you to sign so they can get it into tattoos?
You know what one of the coolest thing is? I've had fans come to me and ask me to write out lyrics of certain songs. And they said
that is cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is, absolutely, because, you know, I'm really lucky. I get to write or co-write everything on the record, so a lot of those lyrics have a personal meaning for me. And getting to share them with the world is like the dream of like any songwriter. And then you get to a point like that where somebody wants to ink it in for, you know, for life. And
yes.
that's awesome.
When's this gig?
This gig Friday.
Okay.
Borderline.
I'm sure it'll be your first. It will definitely not be your last.
Yeah,
Hunter, don't
good
worry
luck with
about
it all, Hunter.
Thank
It's lovely
you.
to meet you.
Hunter's new single's called Light Me Up. We saw it earlier.
Yes, that's it from us. We'll both be back tomorrow from 6 when we'll be joined by the comedian Griff Rhys Jones. Until then, have a lovely Monday. Goodbye.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.